The WHO has now declared a global health emergency as Mpox outbreaks spread. AP correspondent Rika Ann Garcia reports.
An Mpox patient at the Nyiragongo General Hospital told the AP about her symptoms and what she's been going through. At first, I felt a headache, fever, muscle pain, and pain in my groin. After spots started to appear on me, I thought it must be an infection. My body has completely changed. Congo has recorded more than 96% of the world's Mpox cases, and the new variant that was discovered in the country's east has been detected in 4 other African countries where Mpox was never reported before. Sweden has recently reported its first case. One expert explains that the Congo crisis presents nearly every challenge for controlling an outbreak. I'm Rika Ann Garcia.
An Israeli strike on South Lebanon has killed 10 Syrians, according to Lebanese state media, and prompted retaliation from Hezbollah. Fears are growing that the Gaza conflict, which already plays out in daily cross-border strikes, could ignite the region unless ceasefire talks yield results. Lucy Fielder from Reuters reports.
The Israeli military said the airstrike targeted a weapons depot used by Hezbollah militants. But Lebanese news agency NNA said the victims of the strike on the town of Nabatiyeh were all Syrian citizens and that 5 people were also wounded. Israel and Lebanon's powerful armed group Hezbollah have exchanged tit-for-tat fire across the border, displacing many thousands of people on both sides since the Gaza conflict broke out in October. The strike, one of the deadliest in Lebanon since then, will stoke fears the Gaza war could inflame the whole region. Hezbollah said in a statement it had struck the Ayelet HaShahar kibbutz in northern Israel in retaliation for the Nabatiyeh strike. The Israeli military said 2 soldiers were wounded.
Lucy Fielder from Reuters. For additional stories, visit voanews.com. This is VOA News. African leaders will meet in Zimbabwe on Saturday for a scheduled summit of multiple nations that will discuss many issues across the continent. VOA Steve Miller narrates this report from Columbus, Mavunga.
Zimbabwe will host the annual summit of the Southern African Development Community, or SADC, Saturday in Harare, drawing leaders from the 16-nation bloc. During the summit, Zimbabwe will assume SADC's chairmanship for the first time since the 16-nation bloc became a development community in 1992. SADC aims to alleviate poverty and promote economic growth, good governance, and peace and security in the region. The rights organization Human Rights Watch has called on SADC leaders to look at the issues of human rights abuses by Zimbabwean authorities. The police and military have intensified their presence in the run-up to the event. For Columbus, Mavunga, I'm Steve Miller, VOA News.
Anger at the Indian government's failure to deter rising violence against women has fueled protests by medics and women's groups across Indian cities after a trainee doctor was raped and killed last week. On Saturday, medical workers began a countrywide strike. Police discovered the bloodied body of a 31-year-old trainee doctor on August 9th at the state-run R.G. Kar Medical College and Hospital in eastern Kolkata City. A police volunteer working at the hospital has been detained in connection with the crime. The protests, mostly led by women, demand a safer working environment. UN officials say Yemen's rival parties are making military preparations and threatening to return to war as hunger and cholera are increasing in the Arab world's poorest nation. VOA's Tommy McNeil has more.
UN Special Representative Hans Grunberg told the Security Council that despite serious efforts to shield Yemen, it has been drawn into the Israel-Hamas war in Gaza. Houthi rebels continue to attack ships in the Red Sea, while the United States and United Kingdom respond with strikes on military targets and Houthi-controlled areas. Grunberg says the situation is not sustainable amid continuing military activities and escalatory rhetoric. Tommy McNeil, VOA News.
Priceless paintings by Monet, Van Gogh, and others were safe after firefighters worked to douse a fire at Somerset House. Smoke and flames that could be seen coming from the roof Saturday around noon had been knocked down as firefighters worked to extinguish the final pockets of flames. The London Fire Brigade says the cause is under investigation. Somerset House says all staff and the public were safe. The venue has been scheduled to host a breakdancing event. The neoclassical building, which is nearly 250 years old, houses the Courtauld Gallery. The gallery is scheduled to reopen Sunday.
Thank you for watching. Can you do me a favor? Please leave a comment in the comments section below. That would really help. Thank you, and see you again soon.